Casey was my friend, like a little sis, and she was always there for me. When I first went to prison, she was there. She wasn't my girlfriend, never was, but she was there. Before I tell this story, I want to say rest in peace to my friend Casey Woods. She passed away before I got out, and she was my soldier. Now, even though I had a CO on my side, pull some strings here and there, it still couldn't save me in the end. Even though he was a sergeant, the investigators don't tell that branch of correctional personnel information they have on drug rings and everything else in the prisons. And it finally did come to an end on December 18th, 2004. Now, I'm going to go back to December 17th, 2004. My cellie, he knew I had it coming the next day. There was a large haul coming. This haul included 14 grams of 14 grams of crack and 28 grams of BC nugget. We're sitting in our cell Friday morning, and my daily thing in the prison was watching Good Morning America on ABC. We're watching Good Morning America. So my cell partner keeps pointing out, Mike, did you hear that? They said your girlfriend's name. The second time he said it. Hey, Mike, look, they're showing a cow on here named Casey. I'm thinking, because I'm superstitious, but I'm putting it out of my head. I'm like, nah, man, nah. A third time, there was the word, my girl's name, Casey, was presented on there. And I'm like, man, I didn't speak about it no more, but it was in the back of my head. I put it out of the foreground of my thinking and bury it in the back of my head. December 18th, Saturday morning, I got up. I really didn't feel good. I didn't feel like doing this. I felt like something was wrong. I was more nervous than I'd ever been. So that morning they called me for my visit, and I headed over to the visit room. I was nervous. It didn't feel right, but it was too late now. Had to do this now. Well, I stepped in the visit room and I immediately knew something was wrong. Your visitor's always sitting at a table, and she was not. So I asked the people at the desk, where's my visitor? And they told me, have a seat, Mr. Treadway. Your visitor will be right out. I knew at that moment she had got caught, but all the info I had at the time is all I heard coming over the investigator's radio. He stepped out from behind the visit room and said, come with me, Mr. Treadway, your visit's over. And as we were going to the back where I could dress back out into my jeans, they're gonna dress me back out in the jeans so they can lock me up. On the way in there, they came over his radio and said, she's in the bathroom giving it up right now. And he got on his radio and said 10-4 and was clapping. He took me to medical and locked me in a medical cage. He couldn't stand to take me all the way to the hole. He wanted to get back to the action and see what my girl had. All kinds of questions were going through my head, man. I was really concerned about her. She was 22, and I really, really was worried about her. All kinds of stuff was going through my head. But all I could do is sit in a cell and let it eat at me. Because in there, nobody updates you and tells you anything. I went to the hole, and all I knew of was they said over the radio, she is giving it up now. But I knew that she would not just pull it out and say, here, you caught me. I knew it couldn't be that simple. I knew it was something else to it, man. It had to be.